Well, I was 16 years old, a sophomore in high school one morning, and I was getting ready in the shower, just like any other morning, and I felt a lump in my chest. The doctors told me worst case scenarios from the beginning. They said double mastectomy, we need to do all the chemo, all of that. But we were believing that we were going to take this one step at a time. We would listen to the doctor's advice, but every step of the way we were going to apply our faith. And so I didn't have to have the double mastectomy. I didn't even have to go through the chemo. By the end of that radiation period, all traces of the cancer were gone. God uses this experience for 18 years to educate other women about breast cancer, early detection and signs. And I'm just riding this cloud, if you will, of telling the world how he's a healer. And I go for my 18th mammogram, and the doctor says, I think we see something. I felt like the enemy taunted me with that one. He tortured me as though God's promises weren't coming to truth. But once again, he manifested healing where I did not have to go through the chemo. I didn't have to go through so many of the things that they suggested. By me catching it early, I was able to be in the driver's seat with my health care. Over the last year, we've been under a teaching. Pastor has used both Joseph and David to talk about how when you're serving and when you're simply in your lane doing what you're supposed to do, there can be a conversation that's going on that you're not even aware of, that your name is coming up in circles, and that God is positioning you for favor without the labor. And I feel like this year has absolutely been a manifestation of that. I was able to write the book. It's called The Fight, Chronicles of a Champion. Since then, I also recorded a single called Champion that is the anthem to that book and even this 20-year battle that we can overcome even our greatest obstacles. And this fall, I'll be appearing in many of their publications, including O Magazine, Women's World, Self, Glamour, Southern Living, Weight Watchers, and most recently, I have established a nonprofit. It's called the Champion Promise Foundation, and it's a women's empowerment organization, and we are championing women's health. For those of you that might find yourself in a struggle right now, I want to encourage you to take it one day at a time. Whether it's cancer, a diagnosis, or any life issue, know that this has not taken God by surprise. He has you. He's got this. The battle is not yours. You are a champion, and he's going to work this thing out for your good and for his glory. You're a champion.